Hi, parents. My name is Lisa Schreider, and I am the yearbook teacher. I thought I'd shoot you a quick video just in case I didn't get to meet you at back to school night so you know all the expectations for the yearbook class. I'm really excited to work with your kids. I have a core that are coming back for another year, and then I have a bunch of brand new kids, and it's exciting to start the year fresh with all of us in school and all the activities we get to do this year. So just a little background for me. My name is Lisa Schreider. I'm the IB coordinator at Ike. So I'm the one who's responsible for keeping the IB program going. So if you ever have any questions about that, you can always email me. I also teach beginning and advanced art and yearbook class. So to start off, used a Bitmoji Classroom last year that was linked to my Otis Classboard. So when the kids go into Otis, straight on their Classboard, there's a Bitmoji Classroom. It will change daily and always have whatever we're doing in class linked to it. I found this to be really, really successful last year. First of all, when we started on distant learning, it was great. And then also when we came back to class, because there's times where kids can't be in class. Maybe you're going to take a long weekend or you have a vacation or even, goodness, I hope this doesn't happen, but maybe on quarantine. So it was nice to always have the expectations of what we're doing in class working on the Otis Bitmoji Classroom. So I'm going to keep that going this year. What are your kids going to learn? All sorts of skills. They're going to learn to do yearbook layouts. We run our program through Jostens. They're going to learn to do photo editing. There's some cool upgraded ones on Jostens that we use, and there's also some ones on the internet, and also how to use a DSLR camera. Your kids don't need their own cameras. They have phones. A lot of times they can use them because our phones are such high quality, but I will also have professional cameras that they can use in my class too. Here's a typical yearbook spread. You can see it's packed with information, right? All these different elements from the feature story to the captions to the little layouts and the people bar. I'm going to teach them each one of these in baby lessons so we can move them all together. Our first deadline is not till November, but the prep work to get there takes quite a bit of time. Just so you know, yearbook is a class that runs about $26,000 through it. So we've got lots of things in order to produce a high quality yearbook. And I want to make sure that your kids are prepared and successful in this class. So I think, and maybe I'm biased, but I think that yearbook is one of the most important classes on campus because it teaches the 21st century skills, which these 21st century skills are the skills that businesses have said they want to see in their employees. Critical thinking, how to work things out. You know, we are, and I know you've heard this before, we're preparing kids for a job that's not even there yet. So we want to have them think outside the box. Collaboration. Most kids don't work in isolation. Most jobs don't have you working in isolation. So they have to work, they will get a partner for their first deadline, and they have to work with editors and their collaboration between teachers and other students in order to produce their page. Creativity is a big thing, how to think outside the box and make something fresh and new. We do a basketball page every year, but how do we make it so that it's different than the previous years? And then communication. They learn how to communicate with each other, with me, with adults, building all these really important skills. So a couple things. The criterion stay the same no matter what visual performing arts class. If they had ballroom or they had beginning art last year or drama. These are the 4 IB criterion: knowing and understanding, developing skills, thinking creatively, and responding. Their process journal is all done online because we're a digital classroom. So I'll help them to set that up, and then they will use their process journal online where they're creating things like their prep work, taking screenshots, taking their notes in there, and all of those. And really, criterion B will be their actual final page. A couple more things here so you can kind of see a real rubric. You can click on this. Here is a typical rubric for a deadline. I always make sure they have it up front and they know what their target is so they know how to get the grades to be successful. So if you're looking at this, this actually covers criterion A and B. You can see right here their learning target is to create a yearbook spread that incorporates a catchy title, captions, feature story, photos, appropriate page layout, and theme development. And then you can always make this bigger, but this first one is on writing a caption, and it says exactly what they need to do to get each of these grades. We want them to be a proficient or better, 5 6s or better. And that produces a good book. If we're sitting in the 1, 2, 3, 4, that's not going to be the highest quality for our books. So you can take a look and see that. But the kids always get the rubrics up front, and so they know what they have to do. Okay, next, time commitment. It depends on the yearbook page they're going to do. So if you're somebody who always has sports after school, I suggest not deciding to do a sports page because you have to take pictures after school. But there are lots of opportunities to do in-class type of pages. Maybe it's rally or spirit or academic type of pages. There's all sorts of things, but it is really important that if they sign up and want to do a certain page, that they are able to meet the time commitment it takes to do that page. And then I always put this that, deadlines, the most important thing is making our deadlines. We can't be late on deadlines in yearbook. I know sometimes in education we have deadlines, but, they can turn things in a couple days late. Really, we can't in yearbook because if our deadlines aren't met on time, then we don't get the yearbook delivered on time and then we don't pass it out. So yearbook is a class where deadlines are super important. And I think on this is really for the kids, but I think the biggest thing for me is right here, just to kind of let you know, we need to be safe. We need to be able to use photos for yearbook purposes only. That means your kids are taking a lot of photos. They can't go on their Instagram accounts. They can't go on their Snapchats because when you sign up your kid, you have to check that yes, they can be in the yearbook and yes, they can be on social media. A lot of parents don't want their kids on social media, especially through a school setting. So what we take in class is for yearbook reasons only. Okay, so I think that sums up yearbook. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I'm excited to work with your kids, and I'm excited for us to be open and have sports and rallies and all sorts of cool things to cover this year. Thank you.